Good day, everyone. So today we will have your second lesson in Mathematics 5. So we have here a word problem wherein Sam wants to distribute 1/12 of cake to 60 students. How much cake does she need? Again, Sam wants to distribute 1/12 of a cake to 60 students. How much cake does she need? So we need first to find out what is the important given numbers. Okay, very good. That is 1/12 and 1/12 of the cake and 60 students. And we are asking, so how many cake should she need in able for her to identify how many cakes she need to distribute those numbers of students. So we have here 1/12 and 60. So what would be the operation we can use? Very good. Because it is asking for a distribution, we will use multiplication. So we have 1/12 times 60. So as you observe with our numbers, we have a fraction times a whole number. So the first thing you need to do is copy your first fraction, that is 1/12, times, what did we do with the 60? Okay, very good. We create it or convert it into fraction. So we have 60 over 1. Now, can we multiply? Yes. Directly. Multiply directly. 1 times 60, that is 60. 12 times 1, that would become 60 over 12. Is this our final answer? Not yet, because 60 over 12 is improper fraction. So we need to divide it and able for us to get our final answer. 60 divided by 12. Very good. That is 5. So we can see that she needs 5 cakes. So today we will learn about multiplying fractions by a whole number. So this will be your second lesson in block 6. So this would be our aim. We will learn how to multiply a fraction by a whole number. I want you to pause the video and write the following in your math notebook as our aim for today. I guess everybody is done writing our aim for today. We will proceed with our activity. So this would be your activity with the instruction of multiply your numerator with the whole number. Then copy the denominator. Find the greatest common factor of both numerator and denominator of the fraction to write the answer to its simplest form. The first thing we need to do is to multiply your numerator and your whole number and copy your denominator. The second would be you need to find your greatest common factor of your both numerator and denominator of the fraction to find out your simplest form of answer. So let's do this. So let's try letter A. We have 3 over 13 times 64. So the first thing we need to do is to make your whole number into fraction with a denominator always 1. So we have 3 over 13 times 64 over 1. Now we can multiply directly. 3 times 64, that is 192. your denominator, 13 times 1, that is 13, or just copy 13 because we got the same answer if we just multiply it by 1. So 192, to make it a simplest form, we need to divide 192 by 13. So the answer would be, very good. We have the whole number, or the quotient would be 14, and the remainder would be 10 over 13. How did we got the correct answer of 14 and 10 over 13? We divide 192 by 13. How about 15 over 14 times 20? 15 over 14 times 20. Again, we need to make our whole number a fraction with a denominator of 1. So we have now 5 over 14 times 20 over 1. Then multiply directly into your numerator to numerator. 5 times 20, that is equal to 100. 14 times 1, that is 14. Because this is improper fraction, we need to divide it to get our simplest form in mixed number. 100 divided by 14, we got the answer of 7 and 2 over 14. Okay. Is this our final answer? Not yet, because 2, your numerator and denominator, has a greatest common factor, which is 2. So we need to divide it. So 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 1 divided by 2, it's equal to 7. So our final answer is 7 and 1/7. Okay, always remember the steps. The first thing you need to do is to multiply your numerator to the whole number and copy your denominator and simplify it. If it is improper fraction, you need to divide your numerator by your denominator. If it is if there is a greatest common factor, then you need to divide to get your final answer, or simplest form. So now it's your turn to answer letter C and D. Now I want you to pause the video and find out what would be our correct answer for letter C and D activity. Okay, time is up. So let's check your answer in letter C. We have 7 over 13 times 65. So we have 7 over 13 times 65. So we have 7 over 13 times 65 over 1. So we need to multiply 7 times 65, that is 455. 13 times 1, it's 30. We need to divide because this is improper fraction. 455 divided by 13, we got 35. Because your answer is a whole number, no need to simplify it because it is your final answer. Did you got the correct answer? Very good. Let's have letter D. We have 2 and 15. 2 over 15 times 50. 2 over 15 times 50. Okay, again, we need to do the same process. 2 over 15 times 50 over 1. 2 times 50, that is 100. 15 times 1, it is 15. So we got the fraction of, or improper fraction of 100 over 15. So we need to simplify your answer. 100 divided by 15, we got the quotient of 6. The remainder would be 10. and your divisor is still 15. But then your 10 and 15 has a greatest common factor, which is 5. So we need to divide it. 10 divided by 5, that is 2. 15 divided by 5, it's 30. So your final answer should be 6 and 2/3. I guess everybody got the correct answer for easier way in multiplying a fraction and a whole number. So as you can see in our multiplication, we have a mixed number multiplied by a whole number. So always remember, if we have encountered a mixed number, we need to convert it into a proper fraction. So we need to multiply your denominator to the whole number and add it in our numerator. 6 times 2, that is 12, plus 1, it's 13. 13 over 6 times your 12, the whole number become fraction, so 12 over 1. So we need to multiply them. 13 times 12, that is 156. 6 times 1, it's equal to 6. So if you will divide it, we got the final answer of 26. So that is how we find out what will be the final answer of multiplying a mixed number by a whole number. Now that you know how to multiply a fraction into a whole number by multiplying your numerator by a whole number, then copy your denominator, then simplify it by dividing its greatest common factor. I want you to get your workbook. So this would be your offline class activity in page 31. Sit work number 2, multiplying fraction by a whole number. So after answering the following, you need to submit it in our Google Classroom. So that would be all for today. God bless.